There, not a cloud in the sky. Of course, that could change as we move along with the day. Time now is 8:44. Bad boys, beware. There is a new app that lets ladies share the good, the bad, and the ugly about exes. Before you walk into a restaurant, watch a movie, or read a book, you might go online to find reviews. Now, two women have launched an app that applies that principle to dating. It's called Lulu. It lets women rate men so other ladies can see those reviews. The women who created Lulu call it dating intelligence research. Others call it shallow. Here's how it works. Once you sign up, the app uploads all of your male Facebook friends. You can check out their ratings and rate them yourself. Well, we want to hear from you this morning about the app. Do you like the idea, or do you prefer to use your intuition when it comes to dating? You can comment at krdo.com or log on to Facebook or Twitter at KRDO News Channel 13. And speaking of dating, have you ever wanted to be the next bachelor or bachelorette? If so, you're in luck. Today there's a casting call in Denver for anyone interested. That's at Earl's downtown, going on from 1 until 5 o'clock. There will be in-person interviews, but don't worry if you can't make it down there today. You can always submit a video online, and we have posted that link on krdo.com under links we mentioned. Who knows, maybe we'll be seeing you here on News Channel 13, finding love in the future. Jay?
That's a good way to do it right there.
It's great service, and we just started it this year.
That's right.
After the fires, after the flooding that we've seen. Now's as good a time as any to sign up for that.
No question about it.
Thanks so much, Jay. Now to this week's Pet of the Week, Moose. Luckily, this little guy is much more family-friendly than an actual moose. Gretchen Presley from the Humane Society has more. Thanks, Gretchen. Well, the Seattle area is full of little dogs this weekend. It's the 17th annual Wiener Dog Races. All the dogs involved are purebred dachshunds. The festivities started Thursday, but the big race is not till Sunday. That's when one little pooch will have the chance to earn the title of fastest wiener dog in the land. This morning we asked what you thought about an app that lets ladies rate their exes. Jamie writes, unless the guy is a criminal, potentially dangerous, or has harmed someone, I think this app is really mean-spirited and could be viewed as libel and slanderous. Angela writing, what's wrong with dating the wrong ones before finding the right ones? Trust me, ladies, you will appreciate your future husband so much more if you've had some real jerks along the way. And Raphael says, I'm sure if the roles were reversed, this would definitely be considered offensive. Love the double standard. Thanks so much for joining the conversation this morning. Head over to our website, krdo.com, to comment on any of our stories there. We always like to hear from you. Welcome back to Good Morning Colorado. Time is now 8:30. I'm Lindsay Watts. Well, we are continuing to track potential rain over the Waldo and Black Forest burn scars. Let's get you back over to Storm Tracker 13 meteorologist Jay Polk. And Jay, it's not a question of if the rain is coming, it's just where is it going to fall. Thanks so much, Jay. We will continue to keep you one step ahead of the storm, but of course there are also things that you can do to be prepared. KRDO News Channel 13's Jacqueline Rossi joins us live with more on those tips. Good morning, Jacqueline. Centennial Boulevard and Fillmore Street are back open this morning. That's following a crash that closed the roads down for hours last night. Colorado Springs police say a car ran a red light at the intersection of Centennial and Fillmore. It crashed into a taxi cab. The passenger in the cab was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Police ticketed 18-year-old Jeremy Williams for careless driving. New information this morning on the deadly train derailment just south of Paris, France. Officials say a faulty rail joint may have caused the train to run off the tracks. Investigators found that the joint had moved from its normal position. At least 4 cars jumped the tracks yesterday, killing at least 6 people. 22 others were hurt. Now to the train derailment in Quebec, Canada. Overnight, authorities confirmed that 28 people are dead after a train carrying tank cars derailed. The crash caused explosions and a fire. Authorities say that fire was so intense there may be nothing left of some of the victims. The chairman of the train company believes the train's engineer didn't set the brakes properly.
So there's no
Transportation workers are still searching for evidence that would help explain what led to the destruction. There has been another death from the crash of the Asiana flight in San Francisco. A child who was on the flight died from her injuries yesterday. Meanwhile, investigators are still piecing together a timeline of events in the crash that happened exactly 1 week ago today. So far, the federal investigation has not found any problems with the engines or flight controls. The pilot who was landing Asiana Flight 214 told investigators that a flash of light he saw right before the landing did not impair his vision. Passengers on the tarmac who called 911 were frustrated with the speed of medical response. The fire department says 17 units were at the scene or on their way within 18 minutes. Airports don't usually keep that many ambulances on hand and at the ready. It has been confirmed that one of the 3 victims was run over by a fire truck. It's still unknown if she was alive at that time. The runway where the plane crashed is back open this morning. Airport staff had been working to clear and repair the runway since Wednesday. Officials say it will likely take a year to know exactly what caused the crash. Time now is 8:37. The NSA whistleblower officially wants political asylum in Russia, where he's been hiding out for nearly 3 weeks now. Edward Snowden withdrew an earlier application for asylum there because President Vladimir Putin said he would have to stop political activity aimed at hurting the U.S. After meeting with a group of Russian human rights activists yesterday, the group says Snowden now promises to meet that condition. Those at the meeting say Snowden asked them to lobby the Russian government to grant his asylum application. He only wants to stay in Russia temporarily. Snowden told them he's changed his plans because he has little choice. One of the possible final destinations for Snowden is Ecuador. Officials have indicated they would grant asylum to him. Some are raising questions now about the South American country's own record when it comes to classified information and freedom of the press. As Rafael Romo reports, journalists there say Ecuador has a double standard. New this morning, late last night, the Texas Senate passed tough new abortion restrictions. Issues over the abortion bill have triggered strong emotions from residents and lawmakers. The bill, passed by Republicans, is one of the most restrictive in the nation. It bans abortions after 20 weeks, requires abortion doctors to have admitting privileges at a nearby hospital, and it requires all abortions take place in surgical centers. Only 5 out of 42 clinics in Texas meet those requirements. Democrats vowed to fight the measure. The bill now goes to Governor Rick Perry. He has said he will sign it into law. Well, there is a new app that's changing the dating game, and get ready, fellas, it is putting you in the hot seat. Coming up on Good Morning Colorado, we'll explain how it's giving the ladies a look at potential boyfriends before they even meet. And stick around for this pooch who needs a home this morning. Our pet of the week is next.